Hey y'all, can y'all hear me now? I had the mic on. Um, my mic was not plugged in. I was supposed to go live earlier, but everybody else went live, so I pushed mine off just a little later than I normally go. Um, but here I am. Thank you, Protect Your Peace for the soup, my first super. I'm gonna let something play while some people come in. I got one thing I need to do. Um, y'all give me a minute. If y'all didn't watch my video, um, it's just the ending of it where I did some commentary, and I'm just gonna play the end of it right quick while I run and do something. So I won't just have you all waiting. You all will be. If y'all would just chill for a little minute while I play the ending of this, I'll be right back. Let me know if you can hear it.
I would never make a GoFundMe for somebody that's bullying and harassing me. How old are we, girl? I'm so confused.
Can y'all hear
You
that?
got to be so low on the spectrum pole, baby. I'm not playing.
So guys, there you heard it. It was a little bit longer. I tried to trim it down. That her live was very long, and to trim it down to just 14 minutes was hard because there was some good stuff in there. And like I said, if you all want to go and really watch the live and get the depths of it, it's on Lou Park's live. I did a lot of editing because she did use a lot of swear words. And anyway, whenever Brianna tends to step in shit, she want to run back to Jesus. Like this post says, "Thank you, Jesus, for your grace. I've had many known and unknown attacks and weapons that formed against me and never prospered. I plead the blood of Jesus over my life, my children, my business, and any and everyone that's attached to me. Jesus, you're amazing. Thank you for all you do in advance."
If you live with diabetes, you're making decisions constantly.
Bread for the table?
Now I'm going to talk about this young lady because she likes to play and she likes to go about hiding behind God when she get caught doing dirty work. And I'm going to talk to you, young lady. You can stop with the cap because God does not bless what's wrong. God does not He's not in the midst of wrongdoing. You stole this lady's book, and then now you're trying to save face, talking about no weapons formed against you. God is not going to allow you to keep doing people wrong, to keep stealing from people, and then to think you're untouchable. You think He gonna protect that, and you know you're wrong, girl. I don't know who you're listening to. I don't know what light bulb is loose in your head, but you need to stop playing with God. God protects all of us. Everybody's starting to look at you sideways because this is becoming a pattern for you. And something, like that lady said, something on the spectrum, I don't know what it is, but something just not clicking with you. You actually don't have sense enough to be embarrassed about the mess you get caught up in. And after everything hits the fan, don't come on the internet like this. Do not come on the internet with all that fake crying and fake tears when you had a chance to rectify it. But because you keep getting coddled and because everybody keep giving you a pass, you think you're untouchable. And everybody's starting to see that. You still have your faithful minions that will not see anything wrong in what you do and that will keep talking about people picking on you. But at some point, they're going to get tired of defending the defenseless. You cannot be defended when you're doing wrong. And because they do that, you tend to think that you're bigger than life, you're bigger than legal. What would make your dumb behind call that lady's attorney and then proceed to curse her out, knowing that you're wrong? That is a person that's not capable of acknowledging right and wrong. That's a person that thinks they can get away with whatever they do. Somebody got you thinking your looks and your body will get you through life and you don't have to take accountability for nothing that you do to people. That's not life. And God is not going to shield you from getting what you got coming. God is not going to shield you. When He says vengeance is His, He means vengeance is His for people that you wrong. He means vengeance is His for everything, not just what's done to you. I don't know why you think you God's special one and you can do whatever you want to do and God will not make you pay as well. Little girl, if you don't change your ways and change them quick, you're going to be in for a hard lesson in life. And I think this lady with this book is fixing to give you your first real lesson because she's the only one that's holding you accountable for the wrong shit that you're doing. Everybody else coddling and taking up for you. So you're going from one extent to the other and you're going from sugar to shit. You had the opportunity to save your platform, but you keep doing it, you keep doing it, you keep doing ignorant shit. And then your platform is suffering because of it. The first sign to you that God is not pleased and He's allowing you to get your just due is when you're having to get on social media begging all the time now. When this first happened, you wasn't coming out asking people for nothing, but now you subliminally begging. I need a GoFundMe because I need help with lawyers. I got a birthday coming up. Those that want to say, you on here begging all the time. You going live on YouTube begging for super chats. You on here begging all the time. And that should be the first sign to you that something's not right. You losing money. Because Big Bree that came out here popping her crap, you weren't doing all that then. You're taking hit after hit after hit after hit. And it's not because of us. It's not because of that lady you stole her book. It's because of you. You are the reason that your brand is declining. You are the reason we have stuff to talk about. You are the reason all of this stuff is happening to you. You come on here and we will never know the truth because you want to act like everything is hunky dory. But we can tell your eyes always tell the truth. Like they say, the eyes are the window to the soul. Your soul is dark. I don't care how happy you try to pretend you are. Something just ain't right with you, girl. You act like you're the seed of Satan because of the stuff that you do. But baby, your day of reckoning is coming and it's coming soon. We don't want to see you on here crying like this. This is how we want to see you. When your reckoning finally comes,
Meaningful Beauty. Formulated by world-renowned cosmetic specialist Dr. Jean-Louis Sabat, it includes super antioxidants from a genetically rare melon in the south of France. And now it's even better because
get on here and keep doing that because you've had chance after chance after chance after chance to make things right with people you wrong, and you double down in your crap. So when the shit hits the fan for you and you finally get your just due, don't come out here crying. Remember this. Don't come out here crying. Come out here celebrate and be the big Bree that you always pretended you were. Don't look for sympathy from no one but the minions that got you with this mindset. Because nobody else is going to feel sorry for you. You have no conscience about trying to steal that lady's book. But she said, wait, hold up. Stop it. Not so fast, Missy. No, you cannot have my book. And then you trust to try to not have no remorse, and then trust to try to be evil with it and put the excerpts from the book up. Girl, I can't with you. But I'm just going to leave this right here before I end this video.
They friend wrote it. What is the friend name? Can't even think of the friend name. But y'all done seen him before because he commented on all his quotes and stuff. He wrote the book and then he just let him slap his name on it. He didn't write that.
And it's ironic that you say thank you, Jesus. Yes, thank you, Jesus, that you are finally going to get what's deserving of you. And maybe then you will stop all this crap. Maybe then you will really stop playing in people's faces. And maybe then you will humble yourself. So, yes, thank you, Jesus, that you mess with the right person. And this person is going to finally maybe make you sit down somewhere and think about the things that you have brought out here and the things that you have thrown in people's faces with no type of remorse and no type of accountability. Yes, thank you, Jesus. Well, that's all I have. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to use the bathroom. Um, I wasn't in there that whole while, but I just didn't want y'all sitting there not listening to nothing while I was in the bathroom. But anyway, how y'all doing? Let me see who all I got in here. Let's see. Okay. Hey, Rebecca. Hey, Robin. Hey, Terry. Hey, Candy Kisses. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, No More Drama. Hey, Pammy Poo. Hey, Protect Your Peace. And again, thank you for my first super chat. Hey, Valencia. Hey, Candy Kisses. I might call some of y'all names twice. Um, hey, Boo Love. Hey, Latte. Hey, Creisha. Hey, Miss Ashley. Hey, Jackie. Jackie Rogers. Hey, Snooky. Hey, Christina Hardy. Hey, It's All About God. Hey, Nina. Hey, Brenda Knighton. And hey, everybody. If I missed your name, it was not on purpose, but um, I may have skipped it, but if it was not on purpose, believe me that. So, y'all, I was going to go live. I was in Lupac's live a little bit. And when I realized that we were talking about the same thing, I just have a few different aspects to hit on in that. I came out of it because I didn't want to repeat it and I want mine to be fresh on my mind, what I wanted to talk about. But I was listening to a live last night and it was not good. And some stuff was said that is just not true. And I just looked at how I was reading the comments because I really can't take um, listening to her. So I was reading the comments, and it was the comments and the people in the comments that were for me that was doing it for me. And my thing was, okay, it just does not matter what happens with this girl, nobody will hold her accountable. Now they're going after Jill, and Jill did not do anything wrong. And it was stated that Jill was doing this to get clout off Briana, to get clout off her supporter. How? This lady had clout before their names were even mentioned. I'm gonna show you all her TikTok page and her views, and we're gonna compare the two. Okay, this is Jill's TikTok page. And let me go back up. Y'all look at these views she was getting before she even heard that Brianna had tried to steal her book. She was already getting her own views. She was not worried about nothing that was going on in the Truth Saga. She was getting views, and I looked at some of her content. Some of it she was funny, some of it she was being Jill that we've come to know. But like on this breakdown, break the break room breakdown, she was given knowledge. It's about let's see what she was talking about on these things. It's 12 posts. She was talking about stuff like, I just want to help my people, man. If you need help or need more info, DM me. Another one was about no legal advice, just truth you should have been told. Then another one, if your job is draining your peace, it's okay to walk away. Your mental health matters more than a paycheck. Then this one, you can't sue your workplace for, she just given knowledge. You can't sue your workplace for discrimination over, I mean, without an EEOC. And she got like, let's talk about what they are. She just got a lot of knowledgeable things on here. Tells you about discrimination, retaliation protection. She just given a lot of knowledge in her videos, and then she was not worried about what was going on over here. She was told about what was going on over here because she was not hanging out in YouTube. She was not hanging out on Facebook. TikTok was her thing. Somebody told her, as we know, that Briana had stolen her book. But look at these views: 454,000, 41,000, 22,000, 16,000, 54,000. Actually, the one that where she mentioned her name, it only got 1,800 views, and that's been up since this morning. So where's the clout? What would she be looking for clout for when she had her own clout in her own right? So I get so sick of that being an excuse for why people talk about Briana because of clout. A lot of people are talking about Briana because Briana keep doing wrong. Briana came out here doing wrong. That's why she's talked about, not about clout, not because they hate him, but because of the things that she keep doing. And she's not learning. She keeps doing it and keeps doing it and keeps doing it. And because she keep doing it, people keep talking about her. And this lady comments when she was live, people were wearing her ass out. You saw nobody in there defending her. Everybody was wearing her out. So you only got the little what 400-500 minions over here that fight tooth and nail for her, but everybody else they done caught on. They've caught on to her, and they not going overboard to protect her. And before people step up trying to protect people from the unknown, it's best to keep your mouth closed sometimes, because that wrath will fall upon you, and somebody's going to find that out. Like like we see, this lady was not messing with nobody. She was not going live on nobody. The only time she went live on people was when she was mentioned, when somebody said something about her. Even one of the people on this side came out and said something, the wrong thing, and she told him, she warned him, and he took that video down. So she's not just going out there messing with people. She's built her own following, and she's built her own supporters in her own right, doing what she do. They gotta love her because they watching her stuff. And she, before all of this happened, she had 200 and something, 280 something, 250 something followers. Now she's at 308,000. So yes, because of what happened, she's gained more supporters, but that's not why she got over into this. And they need to stop running with that narrative. They running with that narrative to make it okay for Briana to have stolen that woman's book. And nothing they can do can make that right. And then they keep saying that she does not have a lawsuit. They do not know, they can't understand copyright. It's not like YouTube. It's not like us putting their videos up and speaking over their videos. Copyrighting intellectual property is a whole different thing, a totally different thing. And it does not have to be identical. It can show similarities. As long as she can show Briana brought her book and came out with that her book after the fact, she has a copyright claim. Thank you, beloved, for the super chat. You all, I asked you all this in another live, and it took them 5 years to settle it. But when they did settle it, it was for $5 million. Do y'all remember that song, Blurred Lines? Pharrell and I think it was T.I. And the Marvin Gaye family heard that song and could hear some similarities in the they could hear some similarities in the music. The music did not sound just like his song. Or, and I didn't think about that song when I heard Blurred Lines. I used to love Blurred Lines. I didn't liken that song to Got to Give It Up. But when I went back after the lawsuit came up and I listened to Got to Give It Up, I heard the similarities. They were not just alike, but it was similarities enough for them to get a $5 million verdict on behalf of the family. So them saying that you can get a what did she say last night? Inspired. She read the book and got inspired. That's not gonna work. Before we come to the internet trying to be attorneys, we have to back we have to look at what we're trying to defend and look at the truth of it and stop trying to um, manipulate people. Because when that happens, that gives the person you're trying to defend ambition to keep going and doing what they're doing. Like this girl, they speaking on something that they don't know. When you major in theology, they making fun of it, but when you major in theology is when you're studying different religions. And I think that she is well versed in what she does. And I'm not going to speak on it, but sometimes you just have to know when to back away from a fight, especially a fight that's not yours. Also, God can be tired of Briana playing in his face. She does all of this every time her back gets against the wall from ignorance that she's done. She want to start posting about God. If y'all notice a pattern with her, whenever people call her out on her shit, whenever she's going through something with Janelle, whenever her back is backed against the wall with shit that she's done, she start posting stuff about God. She start posting God protect her. And she did right to ask him too. But at some point, God is going to take his hands off you and let you go through, because when he gives warnings and gives warnings and gives warnings, and you don't take heed to the warnings that he give you, he will let you go through until you repent and say a repentive and meaningful prayer to him. And with her, he's going to have to let her hit rock bottom, and she honestly calls out to him where she can't go to nobody else, and she cannot get on here and con nobody else. She's going to have to turn to him. And sometimes when you're going through, God will allow the people that's trying to protect you to go through so he can move you out their way to get to that person. So all these people coddling her, something will fall upon them to move them out the way so God can get to her. Y'all understand what I'm saying? When God say he's a jealous God, he is a jealous God. But also when he's giving you time after time after time after time to get it right, and you still don't get it right, he will allow you to go through what you were meant to go through when he was trying to give you a warning. I'm reading the comments. I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, Lady Love. Thank you. Who love? Who else came in? Hey, J Love. Hey, Lakeisha. Thank you for the super chat, Lakeisha. Thank you for thank you for another super chat. Protect your peace. Thank you, Dree. Hey, True Slayer. So my thing is, if you're gonna protect somebody, right? Why do you have to go, and your supporters have to go to the extent of degrading people and trying to find all these flaws with people? This woman had every right to be angry with this girl for trying to steal her intellectual work. She had every right. And she had every right to speak out on it. But because she called her out, and now everybody knows that she a thief, but who didn't know it? We already knew that from her plagiarizing statuses. We already knew she was a thief, but just not to this level that she would actually try to do that and get away with it. But even when she was called out on it and took the book down, just accept your loss and move the fuck on. Accept your loss. You ain't no better than nobody else to take losses. You tried to get it, you sneaked, you tried to get away, you got caught. Apologize to the lady and move on. But no, you went, you changed the cover and put it right back out because you listening to whoever you listening to. Hey Betty, hey Spicy Brown, hey Josephine, hey Gloria. Yeah, you listen to whoever you listen to, and I don't think it would have gone this far. But let me tell you something about these copyrights. I can't even say they made that amount of money on that song. But once you get a judgment, sometimes bankruptcy don't save you from it. You better ask Tasha K. This lady has asked people to stop speaking negatively on her name, defaming her name, and they keep doing it. And whatever the consequences are, the consequences are. But when a person asks you to leave them alone, leave them alone. And I mean, I would not put for Brie, I would not put my face on the line. I would not turn a camera on and sit on a platform and put my face on the line for that girl because of how she's brought herself out here and portrayed herself and how she's been caught up in all these lies. I just wouldn't do it. I would not tarnish my brand trying to take up for somebody that is undeserving of it. I'm sorry, I just wouldn't. Somebody needs to be teaching this girl because of all that she's done. When that lady said, when they say all that is attached to you and everything attached to you, that doesn't mean a platform all the time. That can mean health. And it doesn't mean it's just Bree. It can be Bree. It can be Janelle. It can be them kids. It can be her dad. Anything. It can be the supporters that attach to her. It could be anybody. Whether you believe in it or not, if you believe in the Bible, then you know that kind of stuff is true because the Bible speaks of it. If you say you don't believe in it, then you don't believe in the Bible. And God will protect you, but some things God cannot protect you from, especially if you're not walking in your faith like you're supposed to. You can't be giving the devil no time if you expect God to protect you. You can't just say, hey, Chandrika, thank you. I'm in the bushes, but I support. Thank you. Dr. Julian had 204. I knew she had 200 and something. I couldn't remember the exact amount, but when I looked, she was at 3 something. I was like, wow. Foolish to think no one would notice the theft. Phoebe has over 1 million subs, and she underestimated that of 240. Exactly. Especially the way that lady was getting the likes and the views. I showed y'all her views, right? Let me show y'all Breeze. This lady getting with way less followers. She's getting, I want to say, equal or more views than Briana. So what clout? Now look at her views. She's in the 4 digits. Most of that ladies was in double, 5 and 6 figures. She ain't doing no better than that lady. So I'm talking about why is she clout? What would be the clout? What was the purpose of clout chasing when she getting the views without mentioning Briana? So why would she want to come over here and get into this evil mess when she got her own thing going on? It just don't make no sense. She had no reason to come over here and dive into something going on with the LaTruth and Briana. She was brought over here. Briana summoned her when she stole her book and slapped a different name on it. this comment right here, y'all, I try to read and respond to all my comments, but this one right here, it just stood out to me. I don't know her name, Azuri Reynolds. She said, Brianna is playing a real dangerous game with her life and everything attached to her. The woman already started the root work on Brianna. That energy is the most powerful weapon a person can use on a physical plane besides the power of the Most High. And it's a powerful bridge between the physical and unseen world. You never know what this woman's rank in the spiritual realm is and how many of her ancestors she has conjured up and invoked to ride out against Brianna in her name. I can hear in the cadence in her voice that she is not to be played with and will not stop until recertification has been made against her. I hope for Brianna's sake she sees this video and others warning her that this woman is coming for her as she should. Now, that comment stood out to me um, because, like, I don't know much about it. I don't try to dibble and dabble. I don't try to find out about it because, to be honest, that kind of stuff, I just don't. That's why I try to treat people right because you never know who you'll offend. I try to treat people right. I try to do the right thing by folks, and I just don't do certain things. But that comment just stood out to me because of how she went into detail about the spiritual world and the unseen world. And I do know I watch a lot of YouTube. I don't just watch this saga. And they be showing like people that they say got voodoo on them or got witchcraft on them. And it is not a pretty sight. So you can say you don't believe it if you want to, but like I say, the Bible speaks of it, and anything that the Bible says, I believe. Hey, Vicky Queen, thank you. Thank y'all for the supers. She needs to be humble. She's gonna be humble. I believe this is going to be the end of the Brianna that we know, and I wouldn't have. Ain't no way I would have taken that platform that she has and depleted it to where she got to come on here big and where she got to come over here with trying to make a cartoon out. She hadn't learned her lesson. That goes to show that she does not take anything serious. She has not learned her lesson. She's coming. She has a content creator with 300,000 followers that's suing her. What the hell she thinks she can do with the Disney company for with that name, the Proud Family? You cannot. I don't care if you add anything after it. That Proud Family is taken. You cannot do that. But it's like she does not have anything to think with. It's like this girl is like that lady said, she act like she's on the spectrum for real. Because it's like me saying, I'm finna start a thing and I'm gonna call myself Cinderella. I would only do that if I don't give a F or if I'm not scared of Disney with them big bucks. Hey, Southside Tars. Hey, Vicky Queen. Hey, Miss Break His Heart. It worked. It was done to my sister. That's what I'm saying. People don't know what they be talking about. And it's just certain stuff you don't play with. And I don't care. I can love you to death, but when I see somebody from the I'm gone. I'm not playing around with that. If you keep coming and you keep antagonizing the person that's saying that they're gonna come for you in that way, I'm gonna get far away from you. If you don't listen to me when I'm telling you to do the right thing, but that's the difference though. People that really love and support you when it comes to that kind of stuff, they will tell you, you need to stop. This is nothing to be played with. This is a situation that you don't play with. You don't double down on it. You don't, I don't know. It's like they trying to antagonize the lady. And for what? They look retarded to me. I'm going to antagonize you because our girl stole your book. and because you got the audacity to say something about it. That's crazy. That's it's just crazy. I'm gonna let y'all hear something. Let's see. I want y'all to tell me if y'all can tell the difference or if y'all hearing the similarities. I'm not gonna play a lot of it, just a little bit of it. I'm gonna go back and edit it out. So because I'm gonna show that it does not have to be identical for you to win. It don't have to be identical for you to win a copyright suit. As long as the similarities are there, that person will win, especially if they can prove that they were. So y'all see what I'm saying? It does not have to be word for word, but this girl didn't even have enough sense to change the outline of the book. Each section was in the same order as this lady. She got inspired to do that too. Hey Yolanda, I I hear the song that got to give it up. I heard it, but when I first heard that song, I was like, huh? My day is going great. You speaking to somebody? Dr. J ain't that ain't nothing allegedly based on her. Exactly. Ain't nothing alleged. It's she stole the book and that's all to it. She can't take that back. And then the stupid part to me, y'all, is when the lady gets the attorney involved and the attorney gets it taken down on all the platforms and then gets it taken down where she can't make money on it. This nut goes and she releases it free, being spiteful and trying to be devilish. And that still didn't stop Dr. Jill's, that still did not stop her from having a lot of orders on it. Her orders went up after that. I think I'm gonna order it too, just for support. So I what I was gonna say. Oh, I was gonna show y'all one more thing. I know now why I don't go in her support. I don't go in Bree's lives when she was live, and I don't really look at her comments. I just go to get content, see what she's talking about, or if I see Harmony or Lupac see something, I'll go and I'll look at it. But most of the stuff that I'm seeing now is off of their lives. I can't, I don't like it because I just feel some kind of way about how they think and how they try to take up for this girl. And the comments I be getting boiling mad at them comments because I cannot believe that grown behind people are following behind a 30, well, 34, because she was 32 when this first started happening. Her age is the only one I know. They're keeping up with Robert age, but she's staying 32. But a 34-year-old girl, I cannot see how they following behind a 34-year-old girl with nothing going for herself but looking in the camera, trying to see how pretty she is, turning the camera on, fixing her hair, using the camera as a mirror. I cannot see why everybody, those old ass women, so in awe of that girl like that. She is not the best looking girl on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, or Snapchat. They act like that is I don't know. Let me read these comments. Exactly, she is a nut on so keep her boot. Exactly. I am glad too. Like Dr. Jill said, she was supposed to be in this. She came in at the right time because had been trying to, everybody else had been trying to report her for bullying because she does come on here and bully too. So everybody was trying to report her. It wasn't that nobody was trying to get her page taken, but she was doing all this stuff. She had her people coming at people. She was sicking them people on people, and they was trying to stop that. Nothing worked, nothing worked, nothing worked. She is her own demise. She is the one that did it for herself because she was never held accountable, and because she's never been held accountable, and because they have always attacked anybody that came after her. She is the reason for her own demise because she thought she was unstoppable. She thought that she could never be brought down. And like I said, I think this lady is going to be the one to do it, because once you win a judgment, better ask Tasha K. I keep referring to Tasha K because Tasha K thought that she was going to be able to file bankruptcy, and Cardi B got them bankruptcy people paying her that judgment. They may have reduced it, but she still got to pay it. So the bankruptcy don't work. You think people think that they can do what they want to do out here and act a fool, and when they sue, they'll file bankruptcy. But if that person goes and petition that bankruptcy and have petition that bankruptcy, they're gonna make you pay it in the bankruptcy. So with that being said, she can keep playing and keep stealing people's properties, stealing people's names, but she gonna have lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit because this thing has gotten big on TikTok, and you never know who will see it. And everybody keep talking about Disney and the Proud family. I saw some supporters saying they was gonna email Disney and let them know that she's using their name over here, calling her cartoon the Proud family. So you never know who attention is going to get, who else is going to be suing you for using their name. So I hope that those children are protected when her wrath starts to come in. And I kind of feel sorry for the babies, but I definitely don't feel sorry for the mama because she's been given chance after chance after chance, and she stay lying with no remorse. She lied about giveaways. She lied about getting caught with this lady's book. She won't apologize to her supporters for having her back in everything. She won't apologize to them for having them out here looking like fools, knowing she lying. She take that as my supporters love me. Well, personally, I don't think they love her. I don't even think they like her. Because when you truly support somebody, you tell them what's right and what's wrong. And by not doing that, you are part of the problem, and you are going to be just as responsible for her demise. They got to stop stepping up to save people that don't deserve to be saved. When the Bible says vengeance is the Lord, he's not just talking about Briana. He's talking about these people that she's out here wronging. It don't make no sense. Let me read these comments. A 15-page book for $30 means $2 a page. You know what's even worse? She purchased the item from the lady, and not even 2 months only come up with 15 pages, and she didn't steal it. Exactly. The lady said, Jill said that the reason that she didn't steal the other stuff because she made it personable about things that she was going through. She did that because she said she birthed that book from a place when she was struggling. So she made it personable. She was telling of her experiences in that book. And she couldn't put that because we all know she didn't go through that. You would be telling somebody else's story like you told somebody's DV story. And she would never say she's struggling. So that's why she didn't put that part in the book. And I'm like, when that book came out and she was saying that, doing this in fours, I said, now this girl is out here talking about bougie on a budget and talk and she was giving her examples. I was like, now, when she ever used these things? She ought to get tired of trying to get people to do something she's never tried. She ought to get tired of coming out here trying to advertise stuff to people, and then she never, you know what I'm saying? She never even, when you're talking about a spokesman for like, what's one of those things I used to have, but I let it go because it's too easy to get in debt with them things. Afterpay. They will let you get the stuff. Yes, they will. You have to pay a portion. But you can get caught up in that. I had Afterpay, I had Quad Pay, I had Zip Pay. Quad Pay turned to Zip Pay. I had both of them at one time. One had $1,000 limit, the other had a $1,200 limit. And when you start talking about them folks taking 400 this week after check, then this will taking 250 after check, that mess get to be a lot. You get caught up in that. And when I paid them off, I have not used them since because, yeah, they will do that and they'll keep increasing your credit, but it's not like a credit card because you're gonna pay it back in 4 payments. So if you get paid, it's every other week if I'm not mistaken. It's how it used to be every other week. You're gonna be paying that back, and them people gonna get their money before you touch it. When you wake up and your paycheck done hit, they done hit too. So I left that mess alone because it's just a way to get bogged down in more bills. If you can't afford to get it, don't split it up in fours. Just wait till you can afford to get it. Her followers are not helping her in no kind of way. It's the opposite. They're hurting her. She's allowing them to, Cheryl. Hey, Cheryl, I didn't speak to you. I was thinking that as well. She might get desperate and file bankruptcy. Let me tell you, that's what Tasha K did. When Cardi B kept sending her to cease and desist to stop talking about her, Tasha K was talking her big talk. I bet she regretted now, though, because she's been back to court trying to get that those payments lessened. She's even came over here crying and apologizing to Cardi B. And at one time, I thought Cardi B was going to drop it, but Cardi B said, "No, I'm not dropping that." So you can't get the big head because you're getting viewers or trying to grow your name on somebody back. And then when they get tired and they come after you and you get a judgment, and the first thing you think you're gonna file bankruptcy, you can't do that because bankruptcy is not playing that no more. They're not allowing you to just file bankruptcy on everything that you do. And they will go after them checks. Like Briana, everybody knows she get paid because she's made a thing talking about she get paid from Facebook, she get paid from YouTube, she get paid from TikTok and Snapchat. They will garnish each one of them places until they get the money that's owed to that lady. So it's not even worth it. At some point, it's not even worth it to prove something to your supporters. Just take your L and walk away. You won't be the first one that had to take a loss. The hate for RH is so great. They will support any of her nonsense. Yep, if you file Chapter 13, you will pay. Everyone make sure that you hit. Thank you, Latae. She will definitely get her degree in hard not to. Yep, that's what it's coming down to. And like I said, this happened at the right time. The person that's doing it was meant to do it. It wasn't meant for the people complaining to Facebook. It was not meant for them. It's meant for her to learn a harder lesson than that. Because she won't be humble. She's not humble. She don't have an ounce of humility in her. She don't have a pea size of humility in her. She's the type where, you know what the Bible says, a person that thinks he's more than what he is deceives himself. She deceives herself because she thinks that she's more than what she is. The courts will attach a judgment against every. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Hey, I didn't know you were live. Thank you, Madus, for the super chat. I don't know how to get in touch with you to let you know when I be live. Yep. But anybody want to come up? I don't want to just be repetitive. And I did see Dr. Jill's video today. And then it was a rebuttal to the video today. And I didn't really hear all of the rebuttal, but this is going to keep going back and forth until somebody's going to bow out gracefully. And I don't think Dr. Jill is backing down because, like I say, this lady, we all witnessing it. This lady did not ask for this. This lady was minding her business on TikTok. They brought her to YouTube. She was not over here following this. Patricia. I'm gonna have to go back and edit them songs out. I just wanted to show you all that I did hear, like I said, I heard her say that it was not the same, and she bought the book and got inspired. That ain't gonna work. You're gonna have to come up with a better excuse than that. And I've heard Briana say she had a lawyer. Baby, a family lawyer does not know how to pray. You have to have, like, when you have certain stuff, if you're going to get an attorney, you're going to have an attorney that specializes in whatever you're going to court for. If you're going to court for copywriting and business matters, you need a business lawyer, not a family lawyer. If you're going to court for criminal, you need a criminal lawyer, not a business lawyer or a family lawyer. You have different lawyers for different things, and those copyright lawyers, they don't come cheap, especially if you're on the receiving end of the suit or the charges. They don't come cheap, because now they got to defend you. The burden, this lady has all the burden of proof. You bought a book, you put out one like it. So the burden of proof has been met. But then for a lawyer to even take the case, before the lady took the case, she had both books. So enough should be said then. Hey, Patricia. Thank you for coming in, Lacey. This is your first time. I'm glad to have you in here. I am. What are you on there? Does Amber, anybody know who you are on Facebook or on IG? That is not a crime. That is not a crime. My thing is, okay, if you fear for your life, keep your mouth off, folks. You cannot be fearful for your life the way you come on here and do people. She spent $1,300 GoFundMe, 13,000 GoFundMe on that Jamaica trip. Yep, and she thought she was going to make a boohoo killing on that. She thought she was going to make a killing on that book to go back there for her birthday. But Dr. Jill said, I'm not so fast. You won't be going on no trip on my dime, on my back, and I don't even have a passport. And I saw on her page though that she started back selling clothes or something. Did y'all see that? Or auctioning off clothes? I better not find out none of y'all in her chats buying them clothes she auctioning off, and the little 13-year-old girl purses. When I was looking at it, she had some purses and a bunch of clothes, some of that stuff she don't wear or whatever. Then she had all these little bitty 3-inch purses that she liked to carry, that her daughter should be carrying. And I'm like, ain't nobody finna buy that. That's what I thought I saw, that she was auctioning that stuff off. Who's gonna buy it though? Well, those minions might buy it, just so they can say it came from her. Exactly. She think lawyers are one size fit all. She think that she get one lawyer for one thing and they can handle everything else, and that's gonna be her fastest way to lose that case. Because if they're not trained and don't know the how the law works in that area, then that's just like you go into an OBGYN for your throat. They're not trained for they all yeah, both them doctors, but they're not trained. They train for two different things. You have the ear, nose, and throat doctors that's trained for the head, and then you have the OBGYNs that's trained for the other body, parts of the body. And then you have the medical doctors. It's just different type of doctors, podiatrists. So why would you go to a foot doctor if you got a tumor growing in your head? You need a neurologist. And it's the same way in law school. My stepdaughter's in law school now, and she's studying to be a criminal lawyer. And her mother wanted her to be a business lawyer, but she was like, no, she wanted to be a criminal lawyer because it's a lot of black men being railroaded in the system. So she wants to be a criminal lawyer. But like I was said, she's gonna have a lot of classes that are dedicated to criminal whatever criminal law. If she wanted to be a business lawyer, then she gonna have to take up a lot of classes dedicated to being a business law. Louis Vuitton gonna be on her head. I know she out here real. She just slow. She on the internet with all them followers she got, telling the people that the purses are fake. These some good quality, but you're telling people you out here pushing fake bags, girl. You don't think at all. That is not legal. Nothing about that is legal. But like we say, we're dealing with somebody on the lower spectrum. And when you're doing that, that's the type of stuff that they do. I was going to show, let's see, the difference of how the mighty has fallen, if I can find it. I remember when she used to be, y'all remember when she had that first book that when she was with Latrice and she did that book and how she had all those orders. It was like boxes and boxes of books that she was getting ready to ship out all on the floor. That baby, the little girl was a little baby at the time. And then the last time she had the book, she only had like 8 books that she was selling, that she was shipping out. That just shows how much she's fallen, what they call it, fall from grace. That just shows how much she has fallen. I can't find that picture, but that shows how that brand ain't branding no more. And that's why she got to do anything necessary to keep some money coming in. Especially now, if she's moved in with Janelle, she got to have some money to pay them bills, baby. Because she said herself, he ain't making no money. He ain't making no money like that. Somebody keep texting me. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody want to come in. But if not, I couldn't find the video anyway. I don't know. I heard it was in, I want to say August. I heard somebody say it was in August. That's what they are, Lacey. Them little bitty bag. Your 13-year-old child can carry them, and then she talking about she don't really like to carry purses since she started having babies. No, your masculine energy won't let you carry them purses because you on here acting too much like a dude. Only time she want to act masculine is when feminine is when she's trying to show off her body in them bathing suits or them too tight pants, which she got them pulled up in front. Other than that, she want to get over here or get on here acting like a dude. Peach would have given it. I know it. She would have given it. That's why I say her mindset is right there. Her mindset is stuck at 13. That's why she don't mind carrying them little bitty purses. Because a grown woman, what grown woman can get through her every day? Man, that little bitty bag wouldn't do nothing for me at all. I know some people say you just need your cell phone and you just need your wallet and credit cards, but I be having everything in mind. My makeup, my the little canters of perfume. I have everything I need in mine. Lip gloss. Hey, Brandy. That raffle she just did is just another. Exactly. Exactly. I thought she was gonna give it away, but she on there raffling. I saw some numbers. I guess somebody done taught her how to do that. Put an item up there. um, put an item up there, and because she had a wheel up there or something. I don't know what the wheel was for, because I just saw her put on her thing that she was adding the names, and if she missed somebody's name, then let her know. But why not just give it away if you're tired of it? If you got it like that and you don't need the money, why you got to raffle it off? Give it away. That's what people do that's really trying to help people. You just said you was trying to give them some knowledge for free, and then here it is 2 days later, you want to raffle off your old goods. Looks like that one bag that she picked up was the one Janelle allegedly gave her when he gave her the ring and all that. What y'all think? Y'all think it was one of those? What happened to announcing the winning family on her birthday? I have not heard anything about that. She said she was sending three families, and then she had some names on her page, right? And this was after it was allegedly over. She had some names on her page, and then she tagged them in it, and then they came. Two of them came and said thank you. When you clicked on the tag, it actually went to a page, but one of them came on. Two of them came on there and said thank you. The third one never responded. Aren't rappers against YouTube community? Oh, she did it over here. I didn't know if she did it over here or not. She gonna she gonna go for me. She is, and they're gonna give it to her. They gonna give it to her like food. She gonna put it up, and they gonna give it to her like crazy, which is crazy. But I said in another one of my lives that they only write to help her pay this stuff because she's listening to them. Everybody coming from BB, RHBR, Disney, Louis Vuitton, the real owner of the bougie on the bandit brand name, GoFundMe for fraud. You did not miss anything, Truth Slayer, because by then something else gonna come up. Watch. And I don't know if she does this stuff to keep her name out there, but I would not want all this negative stuff attached to my name. I wouldn't want that. That's so sad that you don't think that you can make it without being negative. You don't think that you can make it as a content creator without negativity being put on your name. And she need to look. It's so many positive content creators out there getting numbers, making a bag, and not caught up in all this drama. I know it is. I don't think nobody's put it gave anything to it in a while. Her followers are small and all, especially if they don't realize she's running a scam by raffling off that stuff. She on the spectrum and it's so low and they beneath her, so I cannot see nobody being college educated following this chick. So she's homeless one. That's what it looks like. That's what it looked like. Somebody came in my comments, not the last live, but the one before that, and said that she was evicted. And then they put on their wall, I cannot remember who it was. They put on their wall to stay, keep watching their wall. I got to ask Amber who it was. Keep watching their wall. They're going to have proof of the eviction. She better go on back to Best Buy. Said it was something about some she couldn't afford it no more. It was one where she went to the people and told them she couldn't afford it no more. Voluntary eviction. Some the lady called it. I don't know if they were in court with her or they work with the court system, but they said that once it become public record, they were going to post it. Oh, also the real Beehive on behalf. Beehive on behalf. Yup. Truthfully, I'll be in here cutting up. Lion has been making fake books from day one. One was a journal, and the others were plagiarized. Now, when I look back at them comments on that Self Love is the Best Love book, them people were going in on those comments. They were really going in. That's the one she was shipping out, and she had a lot of them in that thing. She was on the floor. She was holding Momo, and when she was holding Momo, she was packing them and putting the labels on them, and it was a lot of labels. That's okay. She don't fell off from this because she barely selling anything now. Yep, says she'll have an OnlyFans page. She need one now. Much as she like to show off her body, she should have been had one. She wouldn't have to be over here doing all that crazy stuff. She'll be over there entertaining those that she's meant to entertain because we don't be want to see all that. I cannot find that. I know I don't. Y'all give me 1 minute. I found it. But yeah, I wouldn't want to see all that because I got all that. It may be bigger now, but when I was younger, it was like that too. You seen one ass, you seen them all. If you're black, most black people got one. So I get so tired of her turning around, showing off her butt crack. I don't try to live in my youth. I don't care what size I was when I was younger. I don't want to see nobody walking around half naked all the time. And they should get tired of it too. Hell, they must. I'm like that lady. Something must be going on with them. They like seeing that because I'd be like, girl, put some clothes on, keep some clothes on sometimes. Let's see. If y'all can see that, y'all see all them packages she got that she's getting ready to ship out. All up under her, all in the box. She holding some, Mosky holding some. And then in the end, for her to go to the post office about a month or two ago with eight in her hand, yeah, she's falling off. And if she can't see she's falling off, I think that's why she keep coming up with this stuff, trying to relive these days. But these days, all of this hadn't happened. So now she's just she's just she's just pathetic. And I can't feel sorry for her because I think that's what's wrong with them old ladies over there. They feel sorry for her. That little thing is barely big enough to sacrifice my club. Suffice as my club. Exactly. They dragged Robert for using his car to earn money, but nothing is said about BB selling a fake Louis Vuitton clothes for $5. It's giving broke. Exactly. Exactly. She can get them back. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Now you going to the like this girl thinks that she's a real celebrity. And how did she do it? Who was in the auction? Did people just get put $5 in a pot there? She spin the wheel, and then whoever it land on won to win the purse. Is that how she's doing it? That's a raffle, or is she holding it up and letting people bid on it? She's doing a raffle or an auction. Hey, dreamy girl, she don't have a Birkin. I don't think so. What did I see? I saw Coach. I saw Michael Kors. I saw those Louis Vuittons, but I think somebody gave them to her. And let me say this: how can somebody sending you a free product to somebody sending you a free product to advertise for them, and you get on the advertisement and say you don't like purses? Or why did you accept it? Why didn't you send them back? I'm just gonna get this to one of my supporters because I don't like purses. That's not an ample um promotion. You're not doing their product no good. Oh, she definitely broke. That's why she's wanting to sell everything and probably her butt too. Oh, that's going away. BB never gives anything away. She's always scamming. Exactly. Thank you, dreamy girl. It also shows that she purchases things and never wear them. Exactly. I don't know if that stuff is from when she had that store. I 2 cents. You hear her tell them that they can buy them instead of raffle. They could negotiate an amount. I didn't. I didn't see it. Y'all, my mods, I need 4 more super chats to reach my goal. If y'all can spare it, I would very much appreciate it. Um, Cheryl Hill or Cheryl H. Hey sis, how you doing? Brandy's speaking to you, Cheryl, and she'll use them for her birthday trip. That's what she's trying to do now. Y'all peeping to play too. Her birthday is in what, 3 days? She's trying to get up some money to go somewhere, even if it's not out the country. She's trying to get that money up to go somewhere. Hey, Veronica, we better be scared. I know someone who do that stuff and she told me she was going to do it on this girl who scammed her out of $300. 6 months later, she was gone. She had 3 kids. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. People don't know what they're playing with. They be speaking on people and speaking on things that they don't understand. Just because you don't understand it does not believe it is not true. And when you devilish and when you do evil things, you cannot protect God. You can't expect God to protect you from stuff, especially when you're doing evil things. When you already embarking in evil, it's easier for evil to be attached to you. It's easier for things to get attached to you. Her idiots deserve to be. They do. They really do. Oh, love. They said she lost her house and that's why she's done their house this long. I believe it. I believe it. And she probably done made an agreement. If he let her stay, she'll pay the bills. Veronica, what? Veronica, they said, did the girl pass away? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, and I be trying to get personal when I talk about stuff. I'm from the country, and they say down south people do practice that, and I can believe. Well, I know for a fact that that stuff is real. That's why I'm not speaking negatively against nobody. That's why I try to treat people right. My mm, my aunt's husband did that to her, and she was never right afterwards. She wasn't right afterwards. She passed away, and her full mind had not come back. It had her walking down the street naked with high heel shoes and makeup, and it had her doing all kind of stuff. So when they say, and this just the moment I feel like we family. So this is just a moment where I'm being real. That stuff is real. And some minister, my aunt was um, went somewhere, and some minister told her to what to look for, to go and dig, and where to dig. I guess he had a vision, told her where to go dig. And when she dug, it was some aluminum foil with some green dust on it. And it had some locks of her hair in it. It had it was in that same hole, it was some of her clothing. And I was like, that I was scared of her. I'm gonna be honest. I did not go around her. It scared me. And not only one, I had 2 aunts where witchcraft was practiced on them, and it changed their whole perspective. I mean, the aunts that I knew and loved, they were not the same after the fact. I feel like she purposely let go, and I didn't want her to say that because I got a cousin that be watching my live, and I don't want her to go back telling them that I spoke on it. But sometimes you have to be transparent. I feel like she purposely let that place go to be. I do too. Now, Black Widow, you said a mouthful. I wasn't gonna say it, but I believe so. She's messing up her own brand, doing all this crazy stuff on social media. Messing up, Rebecca. She done messed it up. That name has nothing nice attached to it, from her subscribers all the way to herself, or from her to her subscribers. That name is nothing positive. And if you was listening to Dr. Jill, she was saying, "Don't nobody like you." They was eating her up in them comments. She was like, the people over there in TikTok, they was eating her up. And she said, everybody knows about you. Everybody's talking about you. And that's true. I don't care if it's the end of the saga. I don't care what. She keeps doing stupid stuff. And people don't watch it. And people don't watch it. And people don't watch it. Now, more and more people are coming out talking about it. A lot of people thought that people just picking on her. But as they started watching, they have seeing what we see. And they're agreeing with what we talk about. Karma has definitely arrived. They say she was on Snapchat talking her big talk. She thinks she won Liverpool Award. No one she picked. Exactly. Exactly. I would not want no ninja that I got to do all of that for. And he's only happy when I'm in a given position or where I'm in a position where I can be a paymaster or sugar mama, whatever you want to call her. I wouldn't want no man that only looks at me as a financier. She's gone. Okay, I got you. Yep, coaching Michael Kors. She didn't have nothing. What is all her money? Where's all her money though? On him. Do you? How many trips have they taken since we've known them? And then now she was not making like she was making in the beginning of this. She was not making like she was making right. So as she has her brand has dwindled, so has her funds. And you can tell the funds are dwindling because every few months something major comes out. Like when the she came live and she was doing all that bragging. At least I don't have no. Whenever she say, at least I don't have, it's in the making. She said, at least I don't have no repos. At least I don't have no evictions. I don't have this, that, and the other. Here it is, a month or so later, you got a repo. Whether it was voluntary or whether it was they took it involuntary, you got a repo. You bragged about not paying your loans. You did have a loan that you didn't pay for. You got sued. She bragged about not having an eviction. Now you got an eviction. So whenever she's bragging about what she don't have and popping off her stuff, she ends up talking about what she's really going through. She be telling. She's definitely selling things. She got a promo. Yep. She was on live yesterday. She lies and said that the twins was downstairs with Janelle when they finally went down there. They were crying, and Janelle was nowhere in that house. All for what? To make an impression on social media. No, no one gave because no one gave them to her for promotion. She had got them for sale. Okay, I can believe that. I had to drink some water, y'all. My throat dry. But she got scared when someone said she can't. But she got scared when someone said she can't do face. Somebody told her that. I don't believe he's gonna there with her. He gave her that house. If he spend the most of his time at mom's house, he just pop it up. That's not the same house, Felicia. I thought that was the same house. Claiming she and the kids going to the beach. Look for her. My 2-year goal has ended, but people can still send a regular super check. Okay, thank you, my dude. Hey, Veronica. How come man he's not taking her out of country for her birthday? Exactly. He don't do all of that for her. My 2 cents always want to. It don't matter how my husband be getting busy in the shower. The internet won't know. Terry, go somewhere. He's so stupid. Hey, that one. Welcome in. Tara, stop correcting your typos. I got it. I'm good, Rebecca. How are you? Yeah, you missed a lot today, girl. You missed a lot. You can go back and catch up though. Okay, she did pass away. I'm doing a great, just enjoying my time off, taking my online classes. I took a leave of absence. I needed a break. I'm trying to get one. When I tell y'all I'm trying to get this FMLA rectified on my job so I can take a mental break. These people getting on my nerves. That may be true because he don't be there like that. He be running the streets. Exactly. The crazy thing is, I don't even know if the Cornell ain't it, but she holding on to save face. Exactly. Yeah, I remember when she was doing that crying fest, she said she just don't want to have another failed relationship. Girl, sometimes you have to let the relationships fail. Like I keep saying, take the L and move it on. That you won't be the first person with the failed relationship. And it is called a pathological liar. That's what we're hearing. That's what we're hearing. We're waiting on more evidence to come forward. That man hasn't given her no house. That he may be allowing her to pay for it since she's gone a lot. That's true. And then she has those babies from him. But it's a shame though that when you only had four, neither one of them was the truth. He welcomed you and all of your kids, and he did not have one with you into his home. But when you move in with Jonelle, the boys are nowhere to be found. It's just you and your girl. He cannot dismiss and he cannot subtract the fact that it's six kids. She still have six. I don't care how you do it. She got more than the four. She got more than two girls and a boy and the twins. She got six kids. And she's the fool for allowing him to do that. My two people have been standing in a bit of. I know she does all the time. You can tell she listens because she try. Like we were saying, she don't never do nothing with the kids. Robert always doing. So what does she do? But here's the thing, y'all. Why is it that when she and Janelle do stuff, it's her Janelle, and I don't never even see Momo and Lauren. But when she does something, she takes the boys out separately. She takes her four out, and then he only takes a portion of hers, her and her twins, or her, him and twins, or whatever. It's never them as a whole unit, a whole family going out. I did see in the cartoon where they were going to church. Um, but outside of that, I don't see them going out in public, even to the fun times. When she's with the kids, he's nowhere to be found when she has them. It just don't make no sense. You that man hungry, you will let this man separate from you from something you gave birth to. You will have to, if you can't accept my whole package, you can't accept me. I don't care if I did have two more with you. If you cannot accept my package, you can't accept me. Because you at one point was living in the house that I was renting for me and my four. But now I can't bring two of mine to your house. That's crazy. Like people say, that's diabolical. I think this is the end for her, sadly. Yep. She had so many chances to turn it around and she didn't turn it around. So I don't know. Thing about her is just bad right now. It is. And she's looking worse and worse and worse. I don't care how many filters she put on. She is not looking healthy. She's not looking like her spirit is at ease. She's looking like she's torn. I'm thinking she learned them ways from her. I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely. She created her own destiny. And she did. And she did, y'all. I think something happened with him and the boy. I wonder what it is because we already know that he punched Josh in the chest. Um, we already know that. is she didn't care enough to keep him away from him then. So I wonder what else could have happened. And when you don't check a person for doing things, you let them get away with it, it will elevate. I'm not saying that it did, but from experience, it will elevate. Like this man, how he does her, starting out with a spit that was okay with her because she came out here and made that lame ass excuse for it. Then she turned around um, and tried to make an excuse, tried to put the so everything that he's done to her, she tried to cover it up. So he's not had any type of um what is it? He hadn't had to deal with consequences from doing that because she took him back. So it's only going to elevate. If you don't make a person take accountability for what they did and make them pay for it, they think that they can do it because you took them back and they didn't have to do anything in order for you to take them back. They didn't have to earn the right to be back. You just took them back because you missed them. And that's sad. They are very weird. Hey, NXS. Okay, thank you. I'm getting ready to get off in a little bit. I got it. This is I don't go live this late because I be having to get up early in the morning, and I was late for work this morning, y'all. That rain had me in a. I was. It rained. It stormed here last night, and that rain sounded so good on that roof. I rolled over, and when I woke up, it was 8:30. I was supposed to be to work at 8, and y'all forgive me, but I was not ready to get up. I texted my manager and told her we had a power outage because I wasn't ready to get up. I think those babies are making her realize that trapping any man will only backfire. Look how much them twins cry. They feel all that. Exactly. Exactly. She does. I was looking at that after the lady said how stressed she looked and she wasn't sleeping. I went to her page and I looked at it and I was like, this girl does look like she's tired. She looks worn and like she's not getting no sleep. And she looked like she got the world on her shoulders, like she just weighed down. And he's not going to be around much longer. Her money gone, and he's not going to want to take his money that he making when he finally started making it. He is not going to want to take his money and put toward taking. He'll take care of his. I don't think he's going to want to take care of 4 more miles. How is it that she claims he abused her, but yet moving to abuser's home and can't make it make sense at all? Cannot make it make sense. They do. I know babies cry, but every time she be live, them babies be crying. I think it's starting to get to her too, because they weren't when she was in the car and she was doing all this dancing and singing that little rap song. She turned it up, but you could still hear them babies crying. She just ignored them. Hey, Floria. And don't tell him what he really doing behind that we don't know about now. Exactly. I think she's trying so hard to keep him, but by now, she normally would have came out and went into her mode where she's confessing everything and telling the truth and wasn't lying and telling her truth. But she hasn't been doing it lately. And that does not mean everything is like it seems because we know that she will cover up. And no kids ain't gonna poop around either. They not. You cannot do that. If a man does not, she better look at the history of men that left women with babies. Her first baby dad is a prime example of that. When they get tired of you and your shenanigans, they gonna be gone. Babies be damned. The baby will not hold no man. I don't know why she didn't learn this yet. That don't mean they won't love their children. They just don't want you. It's like she don't feel like she's complete in a relationship unless she have a baby with that person. I heard Kiki Wyatt. Is it her name? Kiki Wyatt. I heard Kiki Wyatt say, and I'm gonna do a live on her because she got like 13 children, and I've been researching a lot of stuff. I want to go live on her because her ex-husband he came forward and he told just how damaged she is. And she said on one of those shows, and I don't mean to get off topic, but I used to watch that show that she used to be on. Y'all know who Kiki Wyatt is, right? That lady with that beautiful, with that voice. She said on R&B Divas with that first husband that she came out with, he was talking about how she he loved her and she was perfect to him. And she asked him something about a dented can. She said, I'm like that dented can that people throw away. She said, even if I'm that dented can, do you still love me? And he was like, I love you for you. I love you. He was pointing to her heart. But she is so damaged that she don't think nobody can love her. And she's another one that moves from relationship to relationship to relationship and don't heal. And then it ends up being the same thing because yeah, Michael, that's his name. It ends up being the same thing because she never heals. She's taking toxic from one relationship to the next. And everyone she's with, she having babies with them. Everyone she's with, she having babies with them. And then she turned around and said after she and the other guy, the last husband broke up, she turned around and said, I think I'm anointed to have children. That's my calling, having children. If that was not the craziest shit I ever heard. You're anointed to have children with every man you meet. I know the Bible says be fruitful and multiply, but it don't say with every man that you meet. And then she did the same thing when he left, toxic, just toxic. Instead of just breaking up, okay, y'all go apart. You still got access to your child. We need to co-parent respectfully. I don't want you, you don't want me, but we have this child together. That's the sugar mama. She got she got to do what she got to do, right? Yep, they were screaming in the car seat. Yep, and I had the nerve to turn up the music on their sensitive ears. This girl is that's who I was talking about, my deuce. But I want to do a live on her. I've been researching it now for about 4 months. In my opinion, them kids don't even look like sleeping. Maybe the chocolate one, but the other two, nope, nope. She's toxic like her mama. Who Kiki Madus. You baby after baby, yep. Well, she ended up sleeping with her cousin, says the ex. He steal all her kids. He did. I was straight shocked to see him on YouTube talking about that. And then she was talking about I think they was in the house, but she was on video and he was there. She thinks she's solely anointed to populate the earth. That's what she said. I think that's my call, and I think I'm anointed to have babies. And maybe that's what that girl thinks. That she's supposed to have a baby with everybody she meet, and maybe one of them will be her forever. But it don't work like that. I think both of those women are very hurt, haven't gotten over the hurt, and they just need to go somewhere, sit down, and just work on themselves and stop worrying about a man, so they can be the best they can be for their children and not for a man. But y'all, I'm about to end this live. Like I said, I gotta go to bed. I gotta get a shower. And I enjoyed y'all as usual. Thank y'all for sticking out with me. And let me thank you, Protect Your Peace. Thank you, Boo Love. Thank you, Lakeisha McBride. Thank you, Protect Your Peace. Thank you, Queen Dree. Thank you, Chandrika. Thank you, Ma Deuce. And thank you, Cheryl Huddleston. I appreciate y'all as always. And I will see you all Saturday. I'm going to try to talk about something different. So I hope y'all rock out with me. Y'all comment. Let's have some fun Saturday. We're going to have a fun live. I'm tired of being serious about everything all the time. Let's see some people in here. Hey, Nina Boo, you coming when we getting ready to leave, baby? Come back to see us more often. I will. I'll be here Saturday. I normally go about 1 o'clock on Saturdays. Thank you, Latte. Bye, Patricia. Good night, y'all. Have a great Friday, and I will see you all Saturday. I might come live for a little bit Friday, but I will see you all Saturday. Love y'all. We sure can. Cause girl, I'm so glad I skipped it. But my doctor told me I skipped it because I had cancer and had to have a full hysterectomy. But sometimes I don't think I skipped it because these mood swings off the chain. Brittany Davis in here. Hey, Brittany, I hadn't seen you in a while. I don't see you, but I see somebody spoke to you. Hey, Boot, we getting ready to get off, girl. I've been live 2 hours almost. I'll call you though. Good night, y'all. Okay, we're gonna talk about Kiki. You gonna come up here with me, my deuce? All right, y'all. Good night.